Get this, 56% of Americans don't have withdrawal plans in place to access their money in retirement. That's according to a 2015 study by Pentegra Retirement Services. It's an alarming statistic, and here to tell us why are Nick Strobelt and Eric Nimmer of Ashton Strobelt. They're financial planners who help educate us every week on how to prepare for retirement.
And the gentlemen are here to let us know we've got some explaining to do as to why we don't have our withdrawal plan in order. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing great. Thank you for having us.
What's a withdrawal plan? Explain that.
Well, definitely. A withdrawal plan is simply your accumulation years happen when everyone's working, obviously.
Right now we're accumulating.
Right now you're accumulating for your future retirement. And then after you retire, you want to take that money and reverse it. You want to start taking withdrawals so that it will last the rest of your life.
Okay.
But I don't like calling it a withdrawal plan because it just doesn't sound very good. We call it a spending plan because during your retirement years, you've saved and worked so hard to use your money. Finally, you can spend it on the things that you enjoy most doing in retirement.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's a spending plan. And as long as you do it right, it can last your entire life. But if you don't know what you're doing, then you get scared and worried and you can't spend it with confidence.
Yes.
So having a plan on how to spend is vitally important.
Yes, because you don't want to just hold on to it, and yet you want to have enough. So we cited at the top that 56% of Americans don't have a spending plan, we'll call it, in retirement. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, it's that number it's over half of the Americans, but it doesn't surprise me necessarily because, like Nick said, a lot of times people either don't have the confidence to spend in retirement, or a lot of times people aren't. It's a change of mentality, I guess, because of being in the accumulation phase for so long. Now trying to flip that switch and say, okay, I'm going to spend that money. I'm going to spend that money. But having the plan is the key, and having somebody that you trust to help build that plan. We had a couple, and it's amazing what a plan can do. We had a couple in our office, and this has been several years ago now, but they had $20,000 that they were taking from the retirement to spend each year, in addition to Social Security and some pensions and things like that. But after they were paying taxes on their Social Security and other taxes, they were only netting about $10,000 of that $20,000.
Wow.
And so just a simple plan, they didn't generate quite as much. They were only generating about $18,000, but after taxes, they were able to keep $16,000 of that $18,000.
So they're essentially getting far more.
They were getting far more value. And so our kind of catchphrase that we use in our office is it's not what you earn, it's what you keep that counts. And having a simple spending plan can make all the difference.
Our tax system's so easy, isn't it? Let's talk about this. I've heard this bandied about a lot, the 4% rule. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is 4% rule like I've got this much money for retirement, I'm able to take 4% without essentially losing balance?
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. So the 4% rule was a study done by someone somewhat recently, looked at all past market cycles and said that if you retire and take out 4% a year, your money should last at least 33 years, according to past market cycles. But there's no guarantee that that's true going into the
Past
future.
results do not prove future performance. Yes.
Exactly. And so if you know nothing else and just go by a 3 or 4% withdrawal rate, it's better than nothing as far as a plan goes, but it's definitely not perfect. You know, if there's a bad market cycle that takes place right after you retire and your portfolio drops in half and you're taking withdrawals, it's going to affect the rest of your retirement with distributions.
Now, my curiosity is if the market does drop significantly, is there a way to have that retirement where it's all bonds, no stocks, where it's not really hit so hard?
There is a way, and that's what we encourage in our office is become more conservative.
That's the retirement plan.
That's the retirement plan, and there's bonds as one alternative. There's other alternatives that are still conservative as well. But the idea is to shift the mentality from growing your money through an all-stock plan
to maintaining.
Because we want to conserve it to preserve principal, so it lasts your entire life. And there's ways to do that, like Eric mentioned. There's ways to insure part of your income so that no matter how long you live, it's going to pay you no matter what, 30, 40 years. And so there's ways to overcome the anxiety of knowing, hey, I don't think I'm going to... I had someone in my office who had saved a few $1 million, but was only spending a fraction of that every year, and she was into her mid-70s. And she was scared to spend it because she thought she was going to run out before she passed away. And it's frightening to see because we want people to spend their money and have the confidence to do so, and we show them how to do it every single day. And that's how we help people.
Boy, I know this firsthand.
Yeah.
I've recently spoke with my mother who's like, I am retired, I have saved, I should feel okay about spending money, but it's hard. She still feels like she needs to save. So by planning ahead and coming to see somebody like Ashton Strobelt, people can have peace of mind, right, during this phase. Tell us about the specials you're offering right now.
Yeah, so we are giving away to anyone watching the show a retirement review or retirement plan of a spending strategy. And so if you're retired and you're just not sure how to spend your money, we can show you a proper plan that creates a process so you can have confidence in your spending. And because there's no point to saving it all and dying and just giving it all away. That's not what we're here for. It's not why you earned the money. We need to spend it and have a plan to spend it while we're here.
I don't plan on leaving a dime. I'm spending every dime before I'm done. Gentlemen, it's great having you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good to
guys.
be
So
here.
much.
Thanks a
Very
lot.
powerful information. If you're nearing retirement and you don't have a plan in place, you heard about that tax situation. Oh my goodness. You want to make sure you're in the right order and that you're going to be withdrawing from your accounts responsibly. You can call the number right there on your screen or visit their website as well. Ashton Strobel putting together a complimentary plan for you to be able to kind of put everything in order. Their number is 702-900-8177. You could also visit their website, ashtonstrobel.com, for more information. They're on St. Rose Parkway in Henderson. I'm ready for retirement. Let's retire. I'm ready to go.